What is going on, everybody? How's your day been? Happy Tuesday, and hope all of you having a great day. So here's your third stimulus check update, fourth stimulus check update, and the latest news surrounding your Social Security benefits. Now, there are millions of Americans that are currently struggling to pay bills and are still feeling the financial effects of the crisis. According to CNBC, around 18 million adults are going hungry, and this just proves that a fourth stimulus check has to be sent out very soon. Now, if any of you guys agree that a fourth round of stimulus must be passed in Congress, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. And also, everybody, be sure to stay until the end of this video to find out the latest news surrounding your Social Security benefits. Because Joe Biden does have a plan of increasing Social Security benefits by $200 a month. And if you guys support Joe Biden's plan to increase Social Security benefits, then leave a comment down below saying I agree. Now folks, CNBC says about 50 million Americans are using credit cards or loans to cover their own expenses. About 20 million people say they borrowed money from family or friends. Lawmakers must realize that this crisis is still negatively impacting millions of people. A fourth stimulus check would truly help so many Americans. According to multiple sources, a fourth stimulus check could help 7.3 million people escape poverty. But monthly stimulus checks could also help reduce the number of people living in poverty. The American Rescue Plan has already reduced that number down to 28 million. And that is really amazing. Lawmakers just need to pass a fourth stimulus check or monthly stimulus checks now. If another $1,400 payment were authorized to follow a third check, poverty levels in 2021 would fall even further. Experts estimate that if there are 2 more additional stimulus checks sent out this year, the total number of people living in poverty would fall to as little as 11.2 million people. That would be so great, everybody. The government has already seen the positive impact that stimulus checks have. That is why so many lawmakers are pushing to include a fourth check in Joe Biden's infrastructure plan. Now, I do know that there are many people that are still waiting the arrival of the third check. If you have not received a third check, don't worry, everybody. Another batch of stimulus checks will be going out this week. The next payment date for the third stimulus checks is April 14th, and that's tomorrow. The IRS has distributed the majority of third stimulus payments, and it is likely that the agency will finish sending out all third checks by the end of this month. Now folks, almost 100 lawmakers in Congress support a fourth stimulus check. Democratic senators like Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and even Ron Wyden from Oregon sent a letter to Joe Biden demanding recurring direct payments and automatic unemployment insurance extensions tied to economic conditions. Recurring stimulus payments, everybody, will definitely help the economy recover until all Americans that are struggling right now meet their basic needs. In a letter to Biden, lawmakers said, one more check is not enough. Another one-time round of checks is going to provide a temporary lifeline. But when that money runs out, families will once again struggle to pay for basic necessities. Now folks, for the latest news surrounding your Social Security benefits, the SSA announced that Americans can expect to see their Social Security benefits and SSI payments rise by 1.3% in this year. The adjustment is expected to affect about 70 million people nationwide. Now folks, if you support a Social Security benefit increase, then be sure to tell me down in the comments. And if you support a fourth round of stimulus payments, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes.
Not here today is all of these technology manufacturing leaders around the country, all over the world on the screen is to talk about how we strengthen our domestic semiconductor industry and secure America's supply chain. This is an issue that has broad support in the United States Congress. We talked about whether or not we're doing anything in terms of bipartisanly. Well, we are. Both sides of the aisle are strongly supportive of what we're proposing, and where I think we can really get things done for the American people. In fact, today I received a letter from 23 senators, bipartisanly, and 42 House members, Republican and Democrats, supporting the CHIPS for America program. Now let me quote from the letter. It says, the Chinese Communist Party aggressively plans to reorient and dominate the semiconductor supply chain, and it goes into how much money they're pouring into being able to do that. But I've been saying for some time now, China and the rest of the world is not waiting, and there's no reason why Americans should wait. We're investing aggressively in areas like semiconductors and batteries. That's what they're doing, and others. So must we. We are seeking a significant investment in this piece of legislation, and it's important, but we know it's not sufficient. The American Jobs Plan that I've put forward is part of about revitalizing American manufacturing and securing our supply chains, investing in research and development as we used to in a very healthy manner. But it's also about much more than that. It's about investing in infrastructure not for the 20th century, but the 21st century. It's not just roads and bridges. We're investing in water systems so Americans can have clean water infrastructure. We're investing in high-speed rail infrastructure. We're building charging stations to support America's electric vehicle future, and investing in that infrastructure. And building out American supply chains so we never again are at the mercy of another country or any other nation for their critical needs. That's what we mean by investing in infrastructure. And we're investing in a more resilient grid. I understand you discussed that a little bit earlier today. Investing as well in asbestos-free schools for our kids. That's investing in infrastructure. Building a support system to take care of our elderly parents and our kids with disabilities at home so that people can go to work. That's investing in infrastructure. Chips like the one I have here, these chips, these wafers, are batteries, broadband, it's all infrastructure. This is infrastructure. So look, we need to build the infrastructure of today, not repair the one of yesterday. And the plan I propose is going to create millions of jobs, rebuild America, protect our supply chains, and revitalize American manufacturing. And it's going to make America research and development a great engine again. We led the world in the middle of the 20th century. We led the world toward the end of the century. We're going to lead the world again. We're going to lead it again in the 21st century. We have the best minds in the country. Many of them are on the screen right now. And they know better than anyone that our competitiveness depends on where you invest and how you invest. For too long as a nation, we haven't been making the big, bold investments we need to outpace our global competitors. We've been falling behind on research and development and manufacturing. And put it bluntly, we have to step up our game. And I'm not ready to give up. I'm ready to work with all of you, with the Congress, both parties, to pass the American Jobs Plan and to make a once-in-a-generation investment in America's future. Again, we'll provide the innovation and spur breakthroughs, and we need the support, all your support on the screen and others in order to get this work done. And we need you in turn to support the American workers, American communities in every part of the country. This is a moment for American strength and American unity, for government, industry, community.
Thank you for watching, everybody. I truly appreciate everyone's amazing support. Until next time, folks, have a great day and stay safe.